I'm Tim, and I'm a fitness and nutrition coach in Low Country, South Carolina. I specialize in senior fitness, and I'm a senior myself. Now, you probably heard that a stronger core is your ticket to improved posture, better mobility, and less lower back pain. The core muscles, rectus abdominis, obliques, transverse abdominis, and lower back muscles, account for approximately 10 to 15% of the total body muscle mass in adults. The problem is that most of our exercises which target these areas are going to be floor exercises, which are not very well suited for many of us seniors. Anyone with arthritis, osteoporosis, mobility issues, we're going to have a hard time getting down and back up off of a mat. So today, I'd like to share a few exercises which are going to work our abs, our trunk, and even our hip flexors and hips through all the range, all the planes of motion without even leaving our feet. So let's get right into it. Now for the first several exercises, we're going to be actually sitting. Now we could use an exercise ball, we could use a bench. I'm going to demonstrate this on a chair. And if you're on a hard surface, you want to have a mat underneath the chair so it doesn't slide. A little safer this way. Now the first exercise that we're going to do, we're going to be sitting in the chair, and this is just going to be a front knee raise. So I'm going to show you two ways to do this. We're going to begin, first of all, on the edge of the chair with our back, the chair facing forward. We're going to hold on to the chair for support, and we're just going to bring our knees up to our chest and hold. And we're going to feel this in the abdominals. We're also getting some work in the hip flexors. So two ways to do this. Number one is from a straight angle, just up, just like this, and down. Each time we come up, we want to breathe out, squeeze, draw those knees up. Squeeze, just like that. Or we can also do these from the side of the chair, like this, which allows us to use the chair for support. This might be easier for some. So now we can get a better seat on the chair. I'm going to come up. Same range of motion. Just bring the hips up and down. Up and down. Okay, for our second exercise, we're going to be facing forward. I'll shoot this from the forward. And this is an exercise we call the seated cockroach crunch. And we're basically crossing our body. We're going to raise one leg up at a time, bringing our other arm over. Now we're going to feel these in the outer part of our core, our trunk. We call these the oblique muscles, also the love handles. So we're going to begin with one leg, more or less out, and we're going to raise that knee up, and we're going to come across with our other arm, breathing out as we do. Each time we want to exhale. We're going to feel the contraction in the outer oblique. We can also put our hand up here and bring them up like this. And we'll do about 8 to 10 repetitions on each side, and then we're going to switch arms and legs. So now I'm going to extend my right leg out and bring it up towards my chest, the knee up towards my chest, and my left arm is going to go over, meet that foot. Again, I can do this with my elbow, the hand behind the head. Okay, and now for the remaining exercises, we're going to keep the chair with us because we may need that for support. So this next exercise, we're going to roll our shoulders out because this one is going to be an overhead stretch and a slight trunk twist. Again, we're going to feel these in the outer part of the abs, the obliques, and also these transverse abdominals that run along here. But we're also getting a nice stretch of our spine as we're doing it. So our feet are going to stay basically underneath of our hips. We don't want too wide a stance on this. And then we can put our chair off to the side here in case we need it. But I'm just going to raise up, drop the other arm, just like this, just let it hang down, and just get a good stretch. Feel that spine drawing out, getting some distance between the vertebrae. A good stretch in the side. And then I'm going to come back up to center. Other arm going over the head. Just a deep stretch. Again, we want to tighten, drawing our navel into our spine as we do these. And then we'll repeat this. Either side. Okay. And now we're going to bring our arms out kind of in a circle, and we're basically going to do a trunk twist, control twist. Again, keeping our feet basically under our hips. We don't want to be too wide. We certainly don't want to be too narrow. We want to have enough of a platform here to be stable. We're going to bring our arms out, and we're just going to twist. The head follows the arms over to here, and then back to center, and then the other side. So we feel that contraction here in the obliques each time we go around. There we go. And then for this next exercise, I'm going to bring the chair around and put it kind of in the front so you can see what we're doing. We may want to use this chair for support on this exercise. But for this one, we're going to target these lower back, these spinal erectors, and also they're called multifidus, that run along the base of the spine. And we're just going to contract these and hold these stable as we lean back. So this chair is very helpful because it allows us, as we go back, we bring our head up, we can hold for stability, and if you're comfortable, you can bring the arms up and hold them over the head just like that. And then you can slightly turn while keeping the tension on the lower back. And then we come back up to center. And then our final exercise, we're going to use the chair again for stability. And this is going to be just an outward rotation. We call these an abduction. And we're going to bring the leg up using the chair for stability. And we're just going to go out and hold and back. Out and hold and back. Out and hold. And this is increasing the range of motion in our hips, but it's also using those obliques and transverse abdominis and hip flexors to stabilize as we move. So let's look at the other side. And this exercise is very good if you're recovering from a, for example, from a hip replacement, which I am. I had a hip replacement several years ago. So I do a lot of these mobility exercises for my hips as part of my fitness program. So we're out, out, and hold, out, and hold. So there are 6 exercises which you can do safely at home, effectively. This will get you started. And as we progress, we will see extra exercises that we can work into our program to continue to challenge our core muscles to get those benefits that we talked about, which are mobility, posture, and less lower back pain. So see you in the next video.